Hey guys, Mark from parkflyers.com. I rarely do videos on, when I do minor updates to customers' cars, but this one just actually moved me a little bit. I was actually very excited about it. I made this thing drive better than I ever expected, and I was really, really impressed with what we did to this car and how it drives. It drives, just to cut to the chase, this thing drives 10 times better than a stock Bandit. So let's go over what we did to it. Let's start with the wheels. So obviously the Mini Max is extremely popular, and they came out with a really unique size truck tire. And basically it's sold as $23.99 for a set of two. And they come in two different compounds. They come, I don't know if people know this, but the front compound is a little bit harder. And then they have like the rear compound on the Mini Max is softer. And what happens is the Mini Max out of the box pulls wheelies prematurely, in my opinion. I don't like that, so I always, in my videos, reverse the tires. I put the harder compound in the back, and that's what I did with this. This is 10770. That's the number from Traxxas, and this is the harder compound. So this will still pull a nice wheelie, but it's not something that's over the top, and it's not going to break your wing. It's not going to make the car flip over, so it's actually perfect. This is the perfect compound on asphalt, in my opinion. I love it on dirt as well. For the front tire, we went with the new blockades from Proline. They're a beautiful tire. It's an M3 compound. That means it's not super, super soft, but it is soft. What I like about it is it's a slightly wider tire. It's a 2.2 tire and a 2.2 rim. This is the E-Racing rim. We sell those on our website. If you look at the inner foam, it's really, really stiff, and it kind of acts like a tire that's filled with air, where this is kind of hollow and mushy and really nothing great. Contact patch is really below par. When you drive this, it kind of does a lot of pushing, where when you drive this, you just cut the wheel, turn it, and it really just turns beautifully. It's such a big difference in driving with these two tires in the car. It's very, very rewarding to just put these two upgrades in the car. You drive it around, the car handles great. All right, so we also did a couple other things to complement the drivability of the car, to enhance it even further, and that is the rear camber links. Traxxas number is 2443. It's $8.99. These go on the back of the car, and you're able to dial in some negative camber. That allows the car to handle better when you're turning it, especially on a short wheelbase car like this, like the Bandit. It is important to do that. We went with -1, and the car handles so much better. We didn't put the front camber links on the car yet. The customer didn't ask for those. But when he sees this video, he might want me to do that later on. But the front wheels also will benefit from about a -1 camber, and we'll just see where he goes when he gets the car back. The other thing that we did to the car, but when you put aftermarket wheels in the car, because the stock tires have the pins directly on the wheel, the pin openings, where a standard, or like a Slash or a Rustler, you actually have to put the hubs over the pins. So we put the wider of the two Traxxas hubs in the rear of the car to give it a little bit wider stance, and then we took the black hubs and we put it on the front of the car. And that allows you to use aftermarket wheels with a 12mm hub. And also at the same time, it makes the car slightly wider. The stance here is just incredible. Now I'm going to talk about a very, very simple upgrade we did to the car. It's going to sound so ridiculous because it's so simple. But if you own a Bandit, I'm telling you to go do this now. Now, when we first drove the Bandit, it was very squirrely, just like a narrow, it's got a narrow stance here. It's not a wide car, so it's going to be a little bit squirrely, more than the average car. But if you really want to make it drive, I would say 10 times more stable, all you have to do is move the position of the shock hole and the shock. It comes from the stock on the inner hole, and it actually, you move it to the outer hole on both sides, and it basically sets the car down a little bit, and it actually makes a huge difference in the handling. I was able to thread this thing through a bunch of obstacles in front of our office when we went out and we test drove it. Usually, when we first drove the car, before I touched that, it was all over the place. And I said, listen, the front looked up like it was up high. I had to lower that front. And like any Bandit, you just move the shock positions on the outer, on the front of the A-arms, outer position, and the car drives so much better. Track's incredible. I would even go as far as saying it really doesn't need TSM. Speaking of TSM, if you want to do a cheap upgrade, instead of replacing the radio, You just put a Sky RC gyro in there. It's 40 bucks, the GC301. It's going to help the car take off in a straighter line, and it also helps when you brake the car. When you give brakes on a stock Bandit, the car is going to like do a little mini spin. That's typical for a car like this. If you put the gyro in it, it's going to prevent that. Same thing like TSM. Now, I will tell you, it really doesn't need TSM on acceleration, just on braking. That's how stable we got this car. With the Mini Max on the rear, blockades on the front with the DE rims, this car is driving like a sophisticated 10 scale car. It is a big difference and it's a big deal. I hope anybody that watches this video will consider doing these upgrades. We have everything here on the website, so if you want to grab it, it's definitely going to make your Bandit drive a lot better. Another thing that we have, we didn't put on this car, but it's the, we call them the Super Shocks, 10 scale shocks. They're polished aluminum. They have really nice shock bodies. They're very thick, very durable. It's a nice upgrade for the Bandit. It also makes it look really good. That's an option, and we're going to offer that to our customer. I'm not sure he wants it right now, but we're going to offer it to him in the future. The other thing we did to make the car a lot more stable, now as you know, this is a rear bias car as far as weight. All the weight is in that rear. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off the body, and we're going to show you what we did to actually make the car drive a lot better. So we actually put 2 1-ounce weights in the front. They're sticky weights. We sell these on the website as well. And it actually helps the front stay down. Now, it's not going to prevent it from pulling up at all, but it actually minimizes lift, and it makes the car a lot more drivable. We noticed that when the car is going at full throttle and it's going through some bumps and some uneven pavement, we notice that the front is more planted, and it is noticeable. So we do recommend putting 2 ounces of weight in the nose. You can put it right in front of that, in the body mount in the front, and it really, really does well. The other thing that we did to the car, I forgot to mention, is we took out the stock brushed motor. We went with the BL2S motor and speed control in this. It's $100 for that upgrade, and it really does make the car a lot faster. For the gearing, we went with a 23 pinion and an 83 spur gear. We think that's perfect. It's has just the amount of, I would say, get up and go. It doesn't have any deficiency in torque while maintaining a really nice top speed. If I was to guess, it's probably doing about 38 miles an hour in this configuration, and we really liked it a lot. Again, this is Mark from ParkFlyers.com signing off. Again, this is just taking a Bandit and making it better. That's the video we made. We thought it was very special. We highly suggest doing this to your Bandit. If you have any questions or you want to buy from us, please check out our website at ParkFlyers.com. We really appreciate the support. Be well, have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.